Hi guys, it's Holland. I'm finally back doing another Q&A. The last one I did was about 10 months ago, which is really crazy. So yeah, wow, a lot's changed. I moved, new house. I moved twice actually since that last video. I like where I live the best right now. But anyway, I asked on my Instagram story some questions that you guys would like to hear. And yeah, so I'm just gonna answer the ones that I got. So let's get started. Okay, so the first question is, what do I think is the best foundation? So I've been through my fair share of foundations, and honestly the one I like the best right now is I'm using Face Tape by Tarte. It's the foundation version of Shape Tape, and I feel like everybody loves Shape Tape. I actually have it on right now. So I really like that. I've been using that mostly. I've been using it for about maybe like since October. So I really like it. And this lasted me a while too, which is good and very impressive because I have to wear makeup every day for work. So yeah, Face Tape, that's my answer. The next question is, have I ever done any acting classes? And the answer is yes. I actually did an acting class for maybe a year or so in Atlanta. I did it while I was signed with an agency, and it was so much fun, actually. I loved it. I learned so much, and definitely a lot of my improvising skills came from that class, and I'm really good at improv now. And so yeah, I love acting classes. I also was in theater in school my freshman year, and that was really fun. I took it just as like having a fun class, and I really did enjoy it actually. So acting classes can be super fun. Okay, the next question is, have I had dance experience? Yes, I have had dance experience. I've pretty much danced my entire life. I danced since I was 3 probably till the age of, I don't know, like I danced in classes forever, and then I stopped and got into cheerleading, which I did spirit and competition cheerleading. So it was 2 very like rhythm based things. So I'm glad I danced. And then I danced throughout high school in the dance program in my school. So yeah, I haven't danced like in a class in a while, and I think it would benefit me a lot. I think right now, whenever we have other auditions, like whenever I have other auditions that I go to or be evaluated for something, I feel like the only thing I struggle with is remembering the dances, because that muscle of my brain isn't worked as much as it used to. I used to be so good at picking up choreography, and now I'm just like really slow. My age, I am 20 years old. My birthday is in April 20th. Woo! And I am 5'5". I feel like I'm doing a slate. Hi there, my name is Holland Adams. I am 20 years old and I am 5'5". That's exactly it. I'm gonna use that for my next one. And then my workout. Okay, this has changed. I actually have started to work out on a regular basis. I run 2 miles almost every single day, and then I do alternate, either do an ab workout or I do legs and butt workout. So it kind of depends. I just alternate. And what I do for I just run in my neighborhood, and I have the Map My Run app on my phone, and it tracks everything, which is so cool. I love it because I obviously have my phone with me to listen to music, so it just is super easy to keep track of like how much you're running. And then for the abs and the legs and the butt workout, I actually go on YouTube and I search, so I've been doing this since high school, your 8-minute ab workout. It's literally like this old school like workout video that's just on YouTube, and I just do that almost every day. It's great. And then it's same thing. It's like 8-minute abs, 8-minute legs, 8-minute butt. There's an arms one, there's a stretch one. It's great. So I would highly recommend just YouTubing that and doing it literally in your bedroom floor. So I started working at Disney when I was 18. I worked at Mouse Gear for 2 months. I was part-time, and somebody asked to see a picture of me in my mouse gear costume. So I'll put that right after this. I don't even know who asked me this, which is so funny. But I didn't even look. I didn't even remember. But somebody wanted to see me in it. I looked so styling. I took a bunch of pictures on my last day there. It was so fun. I had friends visit me and everything. I wore Elsa ears my entire last day at Mouse Gear, and I had the worst headache because I was there for like 10 hours, but I didn't care. I had to wear them. So my favorite ride at Walt Disney World has to be Peter Pan's Flight. I think that's the ride I like always want to ride. That's the ride that I want to be evacuated off of so badly. So badly. And I have almost been evacuated off of it twice, I think. But I haven't been. It really is truly heartbreaking. It's my favorite ride. I just love Peter Pan so much. I need to meet him sometime soon. I haven't met him in a long time. Somebody asked me if I've ever been to Disneyland, and I'm actually going in February. I'm so excited. I've never been. I really cannot wait. It is something I've been looking forward to forever, and I finally just like bit the bullet, and I'm doing it. I'm going. It's going to be so much fun. I really am looking forward to meeting like all the Marvel characters, and everybody says Disneyland is like super small, which is fine because less walking, and apparently it's so much more magical because, you know, it's like Walt. That was it. And I started watching the Imagineering show on Disney Plus. I'm super behind. I just put it on randomly, but it's so good. The first episode is like all about creating Disneyland and like Walt's dream, and it's just so good. Made me even more excited. So I'm going in February so soon. I got a question about my skincare routine, and honestly, I wear makeup almost every day. If I can, I won't wear it for like an entire day. Like I was off yesterday, so all I did was like lay around and had no makeup on, and my hair was dirty, and it was great. So I do try to take a break from wearing makeup and just like really take care of my skin. I really, honestly, it really throws me for a whirl how many people don't take off their makeup at night. Please take off your makeup at night. Please. Please. I will buy you makeup wipes. Please do it. I use the Neutrogena the purple case, the calming one. I think it takes off my makeup a little bit better. So I use that, and then I rinse off my face, and then I use a Neutrogena like face wash. I get it at Publix for like $2, and it's great. I've been using that for a couple months. And then I just put lotion on like all the time. I'm a big lotion girl. I always have it. I have a huge bottle of lotion next to my bed. I have to have it. I don't know. That's just like one of my things. Now for the serious topic. Frozen 2. It's very serious, guys. It's very serious. I loved Frozen 2. So good. It's so good, and Bruni agrees with me, right? Right. I saw it 5 times in the theaters, and it's still in theaters, so I bet I'll probably see it again. I definitely will see it again, so whatever. I was lucky enough to get a pre-screening of it, so I got to see it the Sunday before it came out, and not talking about it with anybody else was probably one of the hardest things ever. Luckily, my roommate got to see it with me, so we got to talk about it and everything, so it's so good. Wow. I feel like it's been long enough that I can talk about it, so I'm gonna talk about a few details. So I cried so many times. So I really lost it for the first time when the North Aldra people started singing the na 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 hey ya na na ya ho na, that I couldn't handle it. That was when I started crying for the first time. Like, Into the Unknown, I cried a little bit, but I also saw that whole scene at Hollywood Studios in like a pre-show that they have sometimes for certain movies. So I saw that and I cried at the first time I saw that one. So I like teared up. I was like, oh, she's so great. But then, so the first time I actually sobbed was during the na 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 hey na na part. Because I just loved, it just like gave the song a purpose. Like it gave the Frozen like intro song a purpose. And it's like their family. It just had meaning. So good. And then I loved Olaf's song. It was funny. It's good. He's so funny. He was funny the entire time. And I'm sure everybody loves the whole Samantha thing. People talk about it all the time. Samantha is just the number one thing that I have heard people talk about since Frozen 2 came out. That's it. And then Olaf's animation when he acts out all of Frozen. I've seen that 1,000 times on TikTok. It's hilarious. Ice Palace for one! Ice Palace for one! The parents are dead. I'm Anna, just marry me and I just met. That's my impersonation. I'm sure you really needed to see it. So, it's so good. And then when they saw the parents ship, holy wow. I loved that too because it kind of just, it also shuts down the rumors that Tarzan is their brother, which is just not true, and that proved that. So go away with your stupid theories. I hate those theories. They're just, I mean, like, they're fun, I guess, but they're just, they make my life hard. And then Show Yourself happens. Show Yourself is my favorite song. Somebody asked me that, what my favorite song was from Frozen 2, and it's Show Yourself, definitely. It's so good. It's so powerful. I'm just so proud of Elsa. She just is such a good role model because she has been through so much and she just really conquered it. Like, she did it. I'm so proud of her. She did it. Yeah, so that was so good. When her dress transformed, you could literally ask my roommate. I was sitting there like this, watching, like breathing super heavy, and then she's like, show yourself, and the dress, like, it goes, and the, like, panels go, I went, into my lap, like, uncontrollably. And we're seeing this with, like, normal people, like children, like normal people around. People probably thought that I was crazy. He's crazy. Which is probably true. I just love Frozen so much. Like, it is just such a good story, and I'm so happy with Frozen 2. I think it's better than the first one. I also like that it evolved with its audience. Like, it is definitely not meant for like a 4-year-old because it is really intense and also very complicated. Like, there were some things that I had to like investigate. I saw it 5 times. Like, I know it very well now, but like, I saw it 5 times because there were so many things that I needed to really focus on. Anyway, that's my opinion on Frozen 2. I will put in the description Frozen 2 spoilers so that y'all don't yell at me. And I also did kind of give you a warning that I was about to start talking about it because it's been like 2 months. You've had time. You have had time. So now that Anna and Elsa's meet and greet costumes have changed, personally, I love them so much. It would not make sense for them to be in their old costumes, and it would not make sense for them to be in their travel costumes. So I'm sorry if you don't like it. I like it. It makes sense. They both have grown up so much, and they have evolved into incredible women. So I love them. They're stunning. They really are beautiful, and it makes me upset when I see people on social media or even just hearing people talk about that they don't look good and they look cheap. They just don't. They don't. Go to the parks and meet them. You can't just judge social medias, y'all. They look so different in person. They really do. Okay, now to another Disney question that I really have reflected on since I saw that somebody asked me this. Somebody asked me which Disney character inspires me the most. And that's a really hard question, you know, because like some people are unable to dig deep into certain characters, and I feel like I am able to do that, so I had to kind of evaluate a bunch of different opinions. So I have my answer. This character is strong, independent, reliable, curious, and important. This character is Rey. I love her, guys. Especially after this last movie. I loved Rise of Skywalker so much. I thought it was a good conclusion to the saga. But I think she really inspires me the most. I also think she's very relatable in a lot of different ways. I was honestly just talking about this with my mom right after we saw the movie. And she really doesn't give up on people. And I think that's important. She doesn't give up on the fact, as Kylo Ren, Ben Solo, whatever you want to call him, she did believe in him. She thought that there was good in him, and he proved her wrong in The Last Jedi. He kind of betrayed her in a way, and she stopped trusting him, but she didn't give up on him. She never really lost faith in him. She knew to be careful around him, but she never completely cut him off. And I think that's really a good characteristic to have, because I use this as an example with my mom. I was talking to her about just Rey in general and how she inspires me, and that's the same situation as if you have different beliefs than somebody, you're not going to completely say, oh, you believe something different than me, then you get out of my life. Like, I don't need you in my life. It's being accepting, but being careful, because Rey accepts Kylo for who he is and knows that he could be dangerous, but doesn't isolate him completely. And then, spoiler, he saves her. He saves her and fights for her. Which, that's a big deal. That he changed his opinions and what he believed in completely changed, and he went to help her. And I think that's so amazing. But the only way that actually happened was because she didn't completely lose faith in him. And I think that goes hand in hand with befriending people who don't have the same beliefs as you or have a different opinion on certain political things. You're not ever going to completely cut somebody off. They could be a little toxic and a little like demanding and could always pick at you, but always having faith and praying for them. Like, she fought for them, and I think that's what we should she fought for Kylo, and I think that's what we should do for other people. Like, I'm not going to completely cut you off because you don't believe what I believe. I will listen to you. That doesn't mean I'm going to agree with you, but like, I do have faith that you could one day believe the same things that I do. And that's, long story short, that's why Rey inspires me, and I feel like I just like cracked the code for like my favorite Disney character and why, and so I needed to express it to you guys. I hope that made sense. I really hope that made sense, because I just got like really fired up. Okay, last question, best question. What's my favorite scripture right now? Last Q&A I did, my favorite scripture was Joshua 1:9, be strong and courageous. And that's still probably one of my favorites, but as I've been like diving into new parts of the Bible and other things like that, I have found more scriptures that I like aren't your basic favorite scriptures. So that's awesome. I like that I've been doing that. It's really been keeping me kind of sane and helping me through life. So I just have this written in one of my journals. This is from, like, I learned this scripture from Transformation Church. I've been listening to the relationship series on YouTube. It's a couple years old, but it's so good. It's so good. Maybe I'll even just like talk about it sometime. Anyway, the scripture, so this is like relationship goals. It's like before the person section, the part 1. This is literally the first one. It's 1 Corinthians 10:23. Says, someone may say, I'm allowed to do anything, but not everything is helpful. I'm allowed to do anything, but not everything encourages growth. And I like that a lot. I think it's kind of throws you, which is cool. I didn't know anything like that was in the Bible, which is fun to find things that are very straight up and just like tell you, because yes, you have, I think it's my favorite, because we have free will, and yeah, we can do what we want, and yes, we will always have grace, but you can't do anything you want. You just can't abuse God's grace. So I like that it says that not everything encourages growth, because you do want to do the things that help you grow, to be a better person, to be a better wife, to be a better husband one day, just to be a better human. Why would you do something that's gonna make you mean or hold you back? Why would you want to do something like that? So like, yeah, you can do what you want, but like, watch yourself, kind of a thing is what it's saying. And I like that. So 1 Corinthians 10:23. Okay guys, so that's my video. I hope you enjoyed all these questions y'all asked me. I think they were pretty good questions, and I am sorry I went on a little rant there, but I'm not really sorry, because I said what I wanted to. So I hope you've seen Frozen 2. I hope you've seen Rise of Skywalker. I've seen them multiple times, so if you want to talk to me about them, feel free to talk to me about them. I would love to chit chat. So I hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe, share with your friends, follow me on Instagram at Holland_Adams, and I hope you have a good rest of your morning, day, or night. Bye.